Good evening. I'd like to call to order the June 3rd, 2025 Old Bridge Township Council meeting. Please rise for a pledge of allegiance, and please remain standing for a prayer and a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. As customary in this chamber, we stand for a moment to remember those who are protecting our freedoms, both here and abroad. For our first responders, for those who made the ultimate sacrifice, and for everyone suffering around the world. A moment of silence. Mr. Pasquitti, our prayer.
Dear Lord, bless thy servants in the ministry of public affairs who serve you in this chamber. Give us quiet minds and hearts that we may hear your voice. Help us to know when to speak, when to be silent. Give us strength to oppose the wrong and uphold the right. And grant that we have a good conscience and soul at peace with thee and with one another. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Please be seated.
Roll call. Councilman Asatuli.
Here.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Here.
Councilman DePalma.
Here.
Let the record reflect that Councilman Desai is absent. Councilman Garcia.
Yeah. Yep.
Councilman Murphy.
Yep.
Councilman Pasquitti.
Present.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Present.
And Council President Sohar.
Here.
This meeting is being held in conformance with the Open Public Meetings Act. Notice has been given to the official newspapers of the Township on January 14, 2025, and has been posted in public places. Next open public meeting of the Township Council will be held on Tuesday, June 24, 2025, at 7:30 p.m.
Thank you very much, and thank you everyone for being here this evening. We're going to start off with something that all of us, council, mayor, administration, we're all so happy to do, and that's the introduction of new police officers. So I'll send it over to our chief, Tom Montagna, and our mayor, Debbie Walker.
Tonight, I am honored to introduce to you, sorry, lose that. Thank you. The Old Bridge Police Department's 3 newest police officers. First, I'd like to introduce to you Eric Mensa. Stand over there. Prior to coming to Old Bridge, Eric served as a detective with the Passaic County Prosecutor's Office. He holds a Bachelor's of Arts degree in Criminology and Criminal Justice Film, William Patterson, New Jersey. Please welcome Eric Mensa. Second, I'd like to introduce Matthew Olivo. On May 28, 2025, Matthew Olivo and Griffin Falco were administered their oaths of office with the department. Matthew Olivo previously served as a full-time police officer with the Union Beach Police Department. He holds a Bachelor's of Arts degree in Criminology and a Criminal Justice degree from William Patterson University. Matthew attended the Ocean County Police Academy, where he received his basic police training certificate. I introduce to you Matthew Olivo. Come on down, Griffin. Lastly, I introduce to you Griffin Falco. Griffin completed his basic police training at the Ocean County Police Academy, and prior to coming to Old Bridge, was a special law enforcement officer, Class 2 with the Seagirt Police Department. Griffin holds a Bachelor's of Science degree in Business Administration from Eastern University. Each one of these officers is a welcome addition to our department, and I know they will be an asset to our community and our residents. Thank you.
This is an exciting evening when we have new police officers. The town loves to see that they're well protected. But some sad news too, we just have some outgoing officers did retire. We're happy for them, but then we're sad to lose them. But we have some new wonderful officers, and welcome to Old Bridge. And if you want, you can go back and meet our council. They're happy to meet you. Good luck. Thanks, Chief.
You want to take a picture?
Thank you very much, Chief. Thank you very much. Good luck to all of you. So nice to see all the new police officers and their families. Welcome to Old Bridge. Okay, we're going to get into the body of the meeting now. We'll start out with the public hearing. H1, Performance Guarantee Release, EOM 538, Route 34 LLC, Block 11252.14, Lot 21.11, application number 39-18Z. It was postponed to June 24th, 2025. Notification requirements not met, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you want to add anything, Kate, or you're good?
No, they just had notified me, the applicant had notified me that they were unaware of the requirements to notice to the affected property owners. So they asked for a continuance to the June 24th meeting.
Okay, very good, thank you. H2, Performance Guarantee Release, Oaks at Glenwood, Phase 1D, Blocks 7111, 7112, 7113, Lots 1-20, 1-7, 2-4, Astor Circle, application number 54-17P. Good evening.
While Nicole sits down, Peter Klauser with the firm Heilbron Pape on behalf of your applicant here, Kay Hovnanian.
And of course, Mrs. Shapiro, good evening.
Good evening. Thank you, Mr. Klauser, for buying me some time. We're here tonight because we're looking at a bond reduction for Kay Hovnanian Section 1D. If council is familiar, it's really the single-family homes on the northern outskirts of Astor Circle. We're here because they have substantially completed the construction of their Section 1D. And they're here asking for a bond reduction. Our consultant's environmental resolution, through their inspector, Chuck Potts, had reviewed the plans and found that they are ready for a bond reduction. Actually, they're significantly ready for a bond reduction. Just so council is aware, the performance guarantee that was posted for the project or that was calculated for the project was $882,304.19. The cash portion required was 10% in the amount of $88,230.42. Today, when I was actually reviewing the memorandum, I did notice that the applicant did post the entire performance guarantee in the bond, and in addition, had given us the 10% portion. So we do have a little bit more on hand in the form of a bond. So what we had done was our consultant's environmental resolution made a recommendation, because they are in excess of the 70% complete on site, that we do give them the maximum 70% reduction for the bond. So applying that to the numbers that they had submitted, the surety bond that was submitted was in the amount of $882,304.19. Reducing it by 70% leaves us with a surety bond to be posted in the amount of $264,691.26, cash portion of $88,230.42 was posted, leaving 30% in the amount of $26,469.13. With that said, we ask that the applicant pay any outstanding escrow for professional services. And with that, we would recommend that the council reduce the performance guarantee for K. Hovnanian Section 1D.
Okay, did you have anything you wanted to add, Mr. Clausen?
I concur with Nicole's report and her recommendation that any outstanding escrows be brought current before the bonds are swapped out.
Okay, well, I'd like to open it first to the public, so if I could have a motion to open to the public?
Second.
Okay, moved by Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Mr. De Palma. Is there anyone in the public who would like to come up and be heard about this bond release? No? Okay, seeing no hands, then I will ask for a motion to close the public portion.
Second.
Okay, motion by Dr. Greenberg.
Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman De Palma?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
And Council President Sohar.
Okay, public portion is now closed. I'll go to council on my left. Anyone have a question for Mr. Shapiro or Mr. Clauser? Anyone on my right? Okay, seeing no hands, then I will ask for a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by
Dr.
Council
Greenberg.
President, Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli and Councilman Pasquini. Roll call. Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman De Palma?
Yes.
Councilman Desai is absent. Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
And Council President Sohar.
Yes.
7 yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, and thank you, Mr. Shapiro. Have a nice evening, Mr. Clauser. Okay, next will be H3, which is a hearing for appeal for liquor license number 1209-33-022-007. SN Liquors, LLC, to ABC Grill Edison, LLC, 180 Ferry Road. Good evening.
Madam President, it might be easier if I do a background.
Sure, absolutely. Thank you very much,
Like
Mr.
all,
Roselli.
like a lot of things in Old Bridge, this is new that I've experienced in my 38 years career practicing law. Old Bridge, and I apologize for the lateness of the memo, but there were some items that had to be confirmed regarding the notice, and I wasn't able to get that confirmed based upon information provided by the applicant's attorney until today, primarily the mailing of the notice and the date that it was mailed. However, what council has before them is that there was a ABC Grill Edison LLC, is I'm referring to as the applicant. They were in the process of transferring, doing a person-to-person and a place-to-place transfer of a pocket license, that liquor license, that's a retail, plenary retail consumption license. That's been a pocket license since 2016. Basically, pocket license means it's been inactive since that time. The applicant sought to transfer that license to 180 Ferry Road in Old Bridge. Some of you, or most of you, may know that's where the old Friendly's restaurant was located. The township has an ordinance dealing with liquor license, and over the last couple of months, After being here for a number of years, it was never even looked at or considered. But more recently, we've had other locations with licenses coming into place, and we have a distance limitation in the ordinance. Basically, that if you, one retail consumption or the different types of retail liquor licenses cannot be within 2,000 feet of another establishment. And in this instance, that's the ordinance or the code provision is Chapter 30. There are certain exceptions, and one of the exceptions in the code is that if the location to which it's being transferred is located on one of the state highways, 9, 18, 34, and 35. And then in the event that the location has at least 100 foot of frontage. Situation here is that when the applicant was going through the transfer process, they were notified of our ordinance requirements, and after I reviewed it and then consulted with Nicole and Vina, you'll see, we'll have a presentation that the location on one Ferry Road, the old Friendlies, while it's located in a lot that seems to front on Route 9, you'll see that it actually doesn't front on Route 9. You'll see that that particular lot was subdivided back in 1997. It was created a separate lot where the Friendly is located, which is lot 113, block 16002. So the ordinance then has a provision that to the extent that the applicant obviously can't meet that requirement, they have a right to appeal to council to seek a variance from the requirement. So the applicant's attorney, and I'll have them placed on record, filed the requisite appeal, submitted actually both published the notice of the appeal, and the ordinance also requires that the a 2,000-foot list be generated, and that the applicant provide certified mail return receipt requested notice to the individuals on the 2,000-foot list. In fact, the applicant confirmed through counsel that that was done, that the notices were actually initially sent back on May 19th, right? Most of the green cards had come back, but there's no requirement that the green cards come back, but that it's sent certified mail return receipt requested. Why this became an issue is because there's an existing liquor store, Vingo Wines and Spirit, which is actually located in the Acme Shopping Center. That's a separate lot. That's lot 1.11. Now that lot does front on Route 9, and it does have the 100-foot frontage. So going through the process, we discovered all that, and that's how we're here now. So it's their appeal to seek council's determination to see if special reasons, that's the language that's used in the ordinance, special reasons. I would just hearken back to sort of when we did the appeal from the zoning board, right? It's not as in-depth as that. And then the applicant will be here to put their, I'll call it their case, and to explain the special reasons. And then you need 2/3 vote of the council, meaning 6 out of 9 votes to approve the variance. So that's where we are today. That's what we're having now. So at this point, I would ask if counsel for the applicant, if she could, if you would, enter your appearance on the record.
Good evening. My name is Anita Galvin. I'm an attorney at Rajan Legal PC. I represent the applicant, ABC Girl.
Closer. Bring it to you.
Anita Galvin, attorney at Rajan Legal PC. I represent the applicant, ABC Girl Edison LLC.
And then Mr. Klauser is here again. Peter, I certainly don't have to speak for Peter. He can speak for all of us.
Peter Klauser, for the record in this case.
Peter, I got you.
From Heilbronn Pape, I represent the landlord, the property owner, JB Management, who owns both of the lots in question in identical ownership. So I'm just here to sort of, we're here in favor of the request, and I'm here to support Anita, and I can just tell you a little bit about when it's time, I could tell you a little bit about Vingo and a letter that you received, and that we have no objections.
So the packet that I just passed out to everybody, that came from council, the last page is the letter received from the existing liquor store, who is also seems to be in favor of allowing the restaurant in Friendly's, the old Friendly's.
So I think at this time, just let Anita, if she can just proceed with her request, and then we'll go to Nicole and Vina, and then they'll explain the setup, because visually it helps, and Nicole did a nice little presentation for us to review, so.
Thank you so much to the Township Council for the opportunity to present tonight. We respectfully request the council to grant a variance to this section 30-8, which prohibits the issuance and transfer of a liquor license within 2,000 feet of an existing premises. My client is a small business owner. He is trying to create a new dining experience in Old Bridge. He's currently under contract to purchase a retail consumption license to be sited at this Old Friendly's location. We shared with council members a copy of his business plan, which he intends to open a Indian fusion American restaurant by the end of this year. To support his vision, he would like to utilize a liquor license at this location to elevate and create a better dining experience. My client is creating an immersive contemporary dining experience, blending culinary traditions of India with a bold innovation of modern American cuisine. That liquor license will be utilized at that restaurant and a bar that he's building within the existing Friendly's space. He's looking to redesign and revamp that existing Friendly's location to create this high-end dining experience. The goal is to attract patrons from all over the tri-state and to bring more business to Old Bridge. If you review through that business plan, you'll note some interesting cocktails there that embody that American Indian fusion, such as a masala Manhattan or a turmeric mule. These cocktails, along with a curated list of beers and wines from India, are to be enjoyed with an on-site dining experience. My client's intention is to not allow for any off-site consumption of alcohol. His business model is to create a dining experience and a bar experience to be enjoyed on-site. At this time, he's currently under a lease with JB Old Bridge Limited Partnership with Mr. Peter Clauser here, who can also speak to the landlord's request to also seek this variance. In addition, everyone has seen that letter from Vingo Wine and Spirits, who is the existing liquor license within the 2,000 feet. There's no objection to the sale of on-site liquor consumption within the same shopping center. So based on this information, we're hoping that the township will grant that variance on my client's behalf. If you have any questions, please let us know.
I just would note, too, that while the ordinance requires that the property owners be on a 2,000-foot list give notice, the applicant did provide direct notice to the tenant, which is not the property owner. So they received notice of the hearing as well. The other thing is, I would say, is that, as it was alluded to, right, both properties, Lot 111 and Lot 113, are owned by the same entity. And so from that perspective, they're able to, have contact with both tenants, and typically, there's probably restrictions in their leases. I don't know if we need to get into that, but to the extent that you have the letter from the one tenant who had who exists, and they have a different business, I think that's at least helpful. But I think at this point now, if Nicole can do her presentation, I'll give you an idea, help you see the relevant provisions of the ordinance that are in place, how we came to the determination that the lot in question, Lot 113, does not have frontage on Route 9, and then with the pictures as well, it'll help for the record.
Thank you, Council. So I had an opportunity, Vina and I, to read Mr. Roselli's memo today. He said it quite clearly. We just wanted to point out exactly what was in his memo prior to us reading it. So Mr. Roselli had asked that the engineering department prepare a map just to, give council an idea of what the distance is between the Vingo establishment and the former Friendly's. As per ordinance in Section 8A, it talks about the walking distance between the two establishments. We're going to talk about that. And then we're also going to talk about lot frontage, corner lot, and that's why Vina's sitting next to me, because of that definition. That's also spelled out as far as talking about, is it located on a state highway, right? So, from our view, right, it does look like it's part of the lot for the Acme parking lot. It actually does have an ingress and egress shared easement with the Acme facility. And you'll notice that when I show you the map, it does not have a driveway entrance to that lot other than the driveway entrances for the Acme establishment. So you'll see top right corner of the page, I point to you where the former Friendly's restaurant is. Their address, their physical address is 180 Ferry Road, block 16,002, lot 1.13. And then you see that the yellow boundary line is actually the property that is known as the Acme Shopping Plaza. And then I point on the left upper corner of the page to Vingo Wine and Spirits. And then you might not be able to see it from your vantage points, and that's why I had given you a printout, but the total distance and the walking path between the Vingo and the front doors of the Friendly establishment, whether it's going to change or not, is probably irrelevant at this time, but that's 280 linear feet, where the ordinance says if you're within 2,000 feet, then you have to come up here for a variance condition. I did also point out that Vingo Wine and Spirits property frontage along New Jersey State Highway Route 9 has 793 linear feet. There is something in the ordinance, if you go back to that first slide, that talks about the frontage of the property. That's why Vina's here. I know when Mr. Roselli and I and Vina had, caucused about this, we were talking about, well, is the Friendly establishment part of the Acme Shopping Plaza, but it's its own block and lot, and that's why they're here. It's interesting, when Mr. Roselli was talking about this, had the Friendlies had the license, and Vingo was the one that was trying to get the liquor license, we wouldn't be here. There would be
Right.
no appeal because they're fronting a state highway. So that's how close we are. The next slide is the definitions as part of Chapter 250-6 for lot frontage and lot line frontage. Vina and I were talking before, and she was mentioning to me, well, it is a corner lot, and the lot line frontage does talk about corner lots. I'm going to turn it over to her for a minute.
So in interpreting the ordinance, right, the township's ordinance is very clear in terms of definition. The lot frontage is defined as the horizontal distance between the side lot lines along the street right-of-way. In this case, the street right-of-way is Ferry Road, because the lot is subdivided. And that lot becomes actually a corner lot with Old Amboy Road and Ferry Road having two frontages. However, in our ordinance, if you go to the next definition of lot line frontage, it talks about corner lots. So when a corner lot has frontage along two street right-of-ways, we consider the narrower of the lot line as your frontage. So regardless of whether the restaurant has real frontage on that lot or not, numerous applications have been in front of zoning board just for that reason. And it's quite typical of a corner lot definition. If you look at most of the municipalities in New Jersey, that's how frontages are calculated when it's a corner lot. So it is a technical variance. In my opinion, the lot does not have frontage on Route 9. The Acme lot definitely has frontage, but not this lot. So if it was one single lot, it was a different story. But because it's subdivided, this lot has frontage on Ferry Road.
And just the last slide, and this is in your packet too, is the minor subdivision that was perfected in 1997. I wanted to put this up here because the former Friendlies was parceled out, and I think Mr. Clauser had said early on it's common ownership. Had it not been subdivided back in 1997, again, they wouldn't be in front of us, right? So goes back to Vina's statement on a technical variance as well. So that's all that I had to show you today, for just a couple of slides. And then everything was really just to support Mr. Roselli's memo that was distributed today to council.
So just to be clear, and just for the record, the relevant provision in the code is section 30-8, which is entitled Limitations on Transfers and Issuance of New Licenses. specifically paragraph A under that section, which states that no new, in this instance, transfers of existing plenary retail distribution license, plenary retail consumption licenses shall be issued for or transferred to premises within 2,000 feet of premises for which a plenary retail, in this instance, distribution license is outstanding. So obviously, Vingo has the outstanding plenary distribution license, and that's in Lot 111. The applicant wants to locate on Ferry Road with a consumption license. And then the exception talks about the issuance of the transfer restriction shall not apply to premises located in non-residential zoning districts with frontage of 100 feet or more along State Highways 9, 18, 35, and 35, as we discussed. Then that same section later in paragraph E is a provision that allows for the appeal and says for special reasons. The council may grant a variance to allow departure from the above regulations, but only upon affirmative vote of at least 2/3 of the full authorized membership of the council. In that instance, that would be 6 members. Notice of the hearing concerning the issuance or transfer shall be given by certified mail, return receipt requested to all owners of licensed premises within 2,000 feet in all directions of the premises, which is the subject of such hearing. As I indicated, we confirmed that that was done. And the 2 definitions that were referred to, lot frontage and lot line front, are included in our land development code at section 250-6. So for the record, that's where all this information came from.
Thank you very much.
Any members of council have any questions?
Anyone on my right? Mr. Piscatty?
Yeah, so the Vingo is packaged goods, and there's no consumption on the property, right? And this new restaurant will have consumption. So they're kind of different. And the Vingo owner doesn't have a problem with the restaurant having liquor sales, right?
Yeah, just again, for the record, the proprietor of Vingo Wine and Spirits did submit a letter.
Yeah, and he says he has no problem. I read it.
I am. That's dated June 2nd, 2025. It was submitted to the municipal clerk, Ms. Hutchinson, and in the letter he states, and I'll just read it for the record, please be advised that the undersigned operates a Vingo Wine and Spirits liquor store located in the shopping center located at Route 9 and Ferry Road in Old Bridge. I operate the liquor store pursuant to lease agreement with the owner of the property, JB Old Bridge Limited Partnership. Peter, you can confirm that? Yes. I understand that my landlord has entered into a lease for a restaurant to occupy the Old Friendly's building. Peter can confirm that? Yes. Anita can confirm that? Yes. I further understand that the proposed tenant for the new restaurant has applied to the township to locate a liquor license at the premises. I understand that the liquor license is an on-site consumption-only license to allow for the sale of liquor for on-premises consumption. As the operator of a liquor store in the same plaza, I have no objection to the location of the on-site consumption license in the Old Friendly's building. I understand the landlord has granted permission to prospective tenant to serve alcohol beverages on-site only. I understand there's a hearing with regard to the same on June 3, 2025, before the Old Bridge Council. Kindly share my letter with council that I have no objection to the new restaurant in the former Friendly's building selling liquor for on-premise consumption only, and signed by the proprietor of Vingo Wine and Spirits. And Kate, if you could confirm that, in fact, the license being transferred to the Old Friendly's is a plenary retail consumption license only.
Yes.
Okay, so with those facts, I would like to support.
Yeah, I mean, I would think, based upon the situation and the facts presented, that would justify special reasons. If you feel it's at special reasons enough to allow for the transfer, then if that's the case, I would make the motion. We can have a motion, and then at the next meeting, I'll formalize it in a resolution, so there's a complete record. We'll have the resolution. Well, you might as well, since it's a hearing, so yeah, that's always good. Thanks, Council President.
Yeah, okay. So let's take a motion to open to the public.
Second.
Okay, so we have a movement and we have a second. Okay?
Roll call, Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman De Palma?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli? Yes. And Council President Sohar?
Yes. Is there anyone in the public who wishes to be heard on this particular topic this evening? Okay. Seeing no hands, I'll ask for a motion to close public.
Move it.
Okay. Moved by
Moved by
Mr.
Councilman Pasquini. Who was the second? And Councilman Astatuli. Roll call. Councilman Astatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman DePalma.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
Council President Sohar.
Yes. Okay.
Sorry, the motion would be in the form of finding that special reasons exist. Council is granting a variance to allow ABC Grill Edison LLC to transfer the pocket license of SN Liquors LLC to the 180 Ferry Road, which is block 16002, lot 113. And with that, ask for a motion, Madam President.
Make a motion.
Okay, Mr. Pescetti made a
Second.
motion. Second? Okay, second, Mr.
Roll call. Councilman Astatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman DePalma.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
And Council President Sohar.
Yes.
8 yeses, motion carries.
Thank you, everybody.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
Good luck
Thanks,
with the restaurant.
Nicole. Thanks, Vina.
Have a good evening, and thank you, Nicole and Vina, for your presentation and help. Next will be our bill list, Mr. Garcia.
See ya.
Yes, thank you. Bill list as of June 3rd, 2025. Accounts payable, June 3rd, 2025, $23,161,325.64. Payroll, May 23rd, 2025, $1,271,326.97. Payroll overtime, May 23rd, 2025, $32,909.93. And that completes my report. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can we have a description, breakdown of the overtime, please? Mr. Lenning?
Absolutely. So, police sworn overtime for the May 23rd, 2025 payroll. Sworn police officer overtime totaled $21,103.79. Deduct grants totaling $3,166.16. Deduct ETO, $1,497.92. The new total is $16,439.71. This represents 222 sworn officer hours. There were no other upticks.
Thank you very much. Do I have a motion to approve the bill
Move
list?
it.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Murphy, second by Councilman Pasquini. Roll call. Councilman Astatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman DePalma.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
And Council President Sohar.
Yes.
8 yeses.
Public hearing and or adoption of those ordinances for second reading. Okay, ordinance fixing the salaries of certain officers and employees of the Township of Old Bridge for the calendar year 2025.
We need a motion to open.
Do I have a motion?
Second.
Second by Councilman Pasquini. Roll call. Councilman Astatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro. This is to open to the public.
Right, to the public, exactly.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman DePalma.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli. Yes. Council President Sohar.
Yes, is there anyone in the public who wishes to be heard on this second reading ordinance? Seeing no hands, I'll ask for a motion to close the public.
Moved by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilman Astatuli. Roll call. Councilman Astatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman DePalma.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
And Council President Sohar.
Yes. So I'll ask for a motion.
Move it. Second.
Okay.
Moved by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilman Pasquitti.
Does anyone have any question from council? Okay, roll call.
Roll call, Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman DePalma.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquitti.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
And Council President Sohar.
Yes.
8 yeses, motion carries.
Okay, H1, ordinance amending Chapter 250 of the Code of the Township of Old Bridge entitled Old Bridge Township Land Development Ordinance. Oh, no? Oh, where am I?
I'm sorry, this is the title here.
Oh, okay.
That was my mistake.
All right, no worries. Well, you know, you're going to hear it. Okay. Ordinance amending the Code of the Township of Old Bridge, specifically Article 8, Daycare Program, Section 160-30, fees for before and after-school daycare program. Okay, do I have a motion?
Move it.
Okay.
Moved by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg
And-
Belli.
Mr. Murphy?
Mr. Murphy, second. Roll call, Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman DePalma.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquitti.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
And Council President Sohar.
Yes.
8 yeses, public hearing set for June 24th, 2024.
Okay, and this,
Consent.
you're good? Okay.
good.
All right, consent agenda. I'll ask please for a motion and a second, and then we'll bring it back for separations.
Move it.
Moved by Councilman Pasquitti, second by Councilman Asatuli. Councilman Asatuli, any items for separation?
No, thank you.
Councilwoman DeCaro, any items for separation?
No, thank you.
Councilman DePalma?
None, thank you.
Councilman Garcia?
I have none, thank you.
Councilman Murphy?
No, thank you.
Councilman Pasquitti?
No separations, thank you.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes, C4, please.
C4. Council President Sohar.
No, thank you.
Okay, so a motion, we need a roll call for the balance of the consent agenda with item number C4 removed. Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilman DeCaro. Councilman DeCaro, Councilwoman
Yes.
DeCaro. Councilman DePalma.
Yes.
Councilman Desai. Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquitti.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
Council President Sohar.
Yes.
C4 is this one.
Okay, C4, Dr. Greenberg.
Yes, I would like an explanation on this, if we could have a, so everyone understands it. Thank you.
All right, good evening, everybody.
Good evening, Dawn.
I placed this resolution on here, asking your permission to do estimated tax bills this year. Every year, it's a difficult time in July to get the tax bills out. Statutorily, we're supposed to mail the tax bills by June 14th, which never happens. The state will not certify our tax levies until the state budget passes, because any levy that's dependent on state aid, they require the state budget to be passed before they'll certify the levies, and the county will certify the tax rates to us. Now, and I mean, that includes not just us, but the library, the county open space, and the school district. This year, especially with what is going on with the school and the uncertainty of them waiting to hear back from the state, I decided to put this resolution on tonight because, as it is, we always have a cash flow problem come July, especially July 15th, when we have to make the payment to the school. Last year I spoke to the school, we did kind of split it in half, because obviously the school does not have as much bills in July as it does during the school year. Their payroll is, a fourth probably of what it is the rest of the year. And I've already approached the school about, setting something up for July, and we will still have to do that, even with this estimated tax bill. A lot of homeowners, they're calling us now, they're calling us July 1st. Where's our tax bill? We haven't gotten it yet. Because some people, when they have it, they pay it. So My main reason is for cash flow. And every year, like I said, it's difficult because once we get that rate, now I'm getting it July 2nd, July 3rd. What's on July 4th? Everybody's closed, especially now it falls on a Friday. So now it's delayed. And then in order for us to have our tax bills due on time, August 10th or whatever, the next business day is, we have to mail by July 15th. And even once we get the certified rate and I get it to the printer, it's at least a week of them formatting and getting all the data in the right places. They do as much prep ahead of time, but they can't until I get those rates and get it to them. And every year it's just a hectic, crazy time. And if we have to delay it, like I said, it delays the cash flow. We have a lot of bills coming due on August 1st. We have debt service. We have our liability insurance payment to the JIF. We have, the township has obligations. So while there is a cost with mailing the estimated tax bills, postage alone will probably be $10,000 to $12,000. I think as far as in the long haul, and many municipalities do it for that reason.
When is the state budget going to be presented? What is the date for state?
Put your mic on.
Put your mic on.
Sorry,
They are, well, they're
State budget.
supposed to pass their budget by June 30th.
June 3rd, that's what.
Which it usually goes down to June 30th.
Now, the budget, the proposal that the Board of Ed made with increasing taxes for $20 million, wasn't that supposed to be presented to the state, and the state was supposed to get back to them in a certain amount of time? Here, they had the meeting, they were supposed to have it the next day, and now we're, how many weeks past that meeting?
From my conversation with David, the BA at the school, I believe May 14th, they were supposed to hear from the state. Now, he told me early June.
Okay.
So again,
So why does the state put these parameters on us, have that meeting, have the vote, and they're not even substantially giving us the information that we need to pursue this? So everything's a boondoggle, really.
Right.
We have no idea what's going on. And and the repercussions that's gonna happen to the taxpayer in this town. So I understand your quagmire and the difficulty that you're put in, especially the township, because we collect the money. And actually, it's very unfortunate for every resident in this town what's gonna happen. And to me, it's totally unnecessary. It's coming from the state government, meaning the governor. And how do they put this forward where they don't even follow through? If they told us we had to have something done by a certain date because another thing was going to follow it, and we did not do that in a timely fashion, it would not stand. And so this is when you understand that it puts a burden on the Board of Ed, it puts the burden on us, and really the uncertainty for every resident in this town. Where are we going further, having a $20 million tax increase without even them considering anything at that meeting that I heard to adjust their budget? It's unfathomable. If we did it, this room would be filled and everyone would be screaming out here, even the people that are applauding that. So I commend you for being able to deal with this, and certainly we'll give you the assistance that you need in any way to conduct this during budget time, but it really leaves open a lot of questions for what's going on and how we proceed. So I feel bad for the residents of Old Bridge, for no fault of anyone up here. It lies strictly on this governor. So, like I said, everyone would be here if we're saying we're going to increase our budget by $20 million, but no outrage for any other. It's mind-boggling. Thank you for that explanation, and hopefully things work out. Thank you.
Okay. Does anyone else have a question or a comment for Dawn? No? Okay, then, yes.
Just as far as the range in what we can do for estimated tax bills, It's a range between 95% and 105% of last year's tax levy. The amount that's in here is about 104.79%. As it stands right now with the levies that I do know, the school did sign their A4F, both David and Kate. But it could, essentially change from my conversation with him. But based on that right now and not knowing what the county taxes are, it's about an 11% overall increase. Wow. We're potentially looking at. So that's why I kind of
Yeah,
went
no,
up
we
to the
get it.
maximum
Yeah,
of.
yeah. You've been doing this a long time, we get it. This is a tough one. And you're just trying to protect the town, which is your job.
And I mean, also, the residents are gonna get, the tax bill they'll get for third quarter is gonna look a little different. I kind of have, we were ready to send out estimated bills in 2020 with COVID. The state strongly suggested that we did due to them extending the state budget, adoption by 3 months. But then at last minute, they did come through and certify our rates. So we ended up kind of canning that and going with a final bill. But it'll look a little different. It'll have their tax information on the top, a little explanatory paragraph in the middle, and then the stub at the bottom. Just so, and once they do go out, we'll kind of push social media and, everything with it.
All right. Well, thank you for all the information.
No one likes the tax code.
I know, is anyone, yes, John?
If everything Anita said is true, and I've never known her not to mention stuff like that, it's ridiculous. I definitely agree with her there. I mean, they're going to put the blame on us, and it's definitely not us. Okay, thank you.
Is anyone else before we make a motion? All right, does someone want to make a motion?
Move it.
Second.
So
Moved by Councilman DePalma, second by Councilman Murphy. Roll call, Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman DePalma.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
And Council President Soho.
Yes.
8 yeses.
Okay. Administrative report of the Township Clerk.
So I did want to make mention that today, if you haven't noticed, early voting has begun right in our Civic Center, which is our new location. We had moved from the library now into the Civic Center. Early voting will run Tuesday through Sunday. The hours of operation are 10 a.m. through 8 p.m., Monday through Saturday, and then Sunday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And also a reminder that the primary election day is Tuesday, June 10th.
Thank you. Does anyone have any questions, John?
I have a question. I'm not running this year, but I was thinking of running as an independent. I had to have all my papers in by June 7th. I wouldn't have been on the ballot for primary day, so why did they do that?
The independent ballot?
No. If I ran as a if I ran on my own, I'd have to have my votes in after, or I could bring them in any time, but I have to have my papers in by June 7th or 8th. I would have missed
Because you don't run on the primary ballot because you're an independent, so you would only have to be on the ballot for the
You're right.
general.
Okay, but you're right. I had to have it in June 10th if I wanted to run by
Right,
the election.
yes.
Do I have a motion to accept her report?
Move it.
Okay.
Moved by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilman DePalma. Roll call, Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman DePalma.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli. Yes. And Council President Soho.
Yes.
8 yeses.
Township Attorney, do we have a report,
I
sir?
heard enough from me, Kat.
Administrative report, Mr. Lenning.
I have 4 items tonight. Item number 1, OBMUA Disbrow Road Utility Connection. OBMUA contractor JF Kiley Construction Company will begin utility tie-in connections for the recently constructed Disbrow Road water tank on or about Monday, June 2nd, 2025, for a period of 5 working days, weather permitting. The northbound travel lane of Disbrow Road, in the proximity of its intersection with New Jersey State Highway Route 34, will be closed to through traffic. Access to the residential homes along Disbrow Road will be through Amboy Road, known as Middlesex County Road, Route 689, in both north and southbound directions, and from New Jersey State Highway Route 34 in the southerly direction only. If possible, please avoid the area. You should have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact Old Bridge Municipal Utilities Authority at 732-679-8440. Item number 2, Cottrell Road Final Restoration. Middlesex County contractor Your Way Construction Incorporated will begin final road resurfacing for Cottrell Road between Spring Hill Road and Phillips Drive on or about Thursday, June 5th, 2025, from 7 p.m. to 6 a.m. for 2 night periods, weather permitting. Cottrell Road will be closed to through traffic. Please visit www.oldbridge.com to view the detour plan and, if possible, plan an alternate route to avoid delays. Should you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact Middlesex County at 732-745-3283. Item number 3, 2025 Household Hazardous Waste Day. Old Bridge Township will host the annual Municipal County Hazardous Waste Day event on Sunday, June 22nd, 2025. The event runs from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the municipal complex and is held rain or shine. Residents can bring harmful chemicals, gasoline, fire extinguishers, antifreeze, pesticides, pool chemicals, and more to Old Bridge Municipal Complex. For more information, please visit www.oldbridge.com/recycling. Final item, summer programs at the library. The summer reading program will start at the Old Bridge Library on June 23rd. Adults can obtain a bingo card with different reading and activity challenges and earn prizes and grand prize raffle entries. 3 grand prize winners will win a themed gift basket with either art, cooking, or reading supplies. Kids and teens can complete fun activities on game boards to win prizes and earn tickets to end of summer raffles. If they finish the entire game board, they will receive a special bonus. For more information about this program and upcoming programs at the library, please visit www.oldbridgelibrary.com. That completes my report.
Have any questions for Mr. Lenning? Comments? Okay, I'll take a motion to approve.
Moved by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg-Belli, second by Councilman Asatuli. Roll call, Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman De Palma.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg-Belli. And Council President Sohar.
Yes.
8 yeses.
Madam President,
Yes.
I'd like to reclaim some of my time back.
it's okay.
Not so much for a report, but, and while Anna's not replaceable, I do want to recognize the work that Casey did this past week. You know, aside from doing his job as Public Works Director, you know, he was undertaken to do, send him for Anna for a little bit of a time, so I just want to work with him a lot on that stuff, so I just want to recognize the job that he did this past week.
Good.
I'm not leaving.
Very, very good. Okay.
Anyone can keep a part like that, you can't get rid of them.
Very good. Okay. Okay, now we'll do public comments.
Can we have a motion to open public comment?
Move it.
Moved by Councilman De Palma.
Second.
Second by Councilman Pasquini. Roll call, Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman De Palma.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg-Belli.
Yes.
And Council President Sohar.
Yes.
The public comment portion of our meeting is to allow the public to bring to the council's attention their concerns or comments. This section is open for any topic or items in the consent agenda. In accordance with NJSA 10:4-12A and the Old Bridge Rules of Council, the council asks the public to limit their comments to 3 minutes or less. Only one member of the public shall approach to speak to council at a time. The council will respect the public's time by refraining from any comment until the speaker is finished with their allotted time. It should be further noted that the public comment portion of our meeting is not structured as a question and answer session. If a member of the public has questions they seek answers to, an appointment can be made with the corresponding department's office during regular business hours. Township clerk will regulate the time during the comment portion of the meeting. As you approach the microphone, please only state your name, no address.
Okay, is there anyone in the public who wishes to be heard this evening?
Nina Joknowitz. Hi, good evening. I wanted to give a shout out to the election workers who've been doing it, are amazing. We all know this, and are wonderful people. And I promise to the election workers that I will get them out a lunch because I've been giving them lunches every year for at least the last 4 years. And by the way, I promise it won't be pasta. Little inside Old Bridge joke. By the way, also a second shout out to all the officers, including the ones who are in this room tonight. It seems like it's awfully high in number, but that's cool because they protected us at the Pride rally that we had, the second Pride rally here in Old Bridge, right outside the municipal complex. It's a shame none of you guys attended, but maybe next year you'll be coming to the Pride rally. I want to remind you guys that one of the council persons made this statement last year. He said, we ought not be forcing other people to fly something they don't want to fly. By the way, it was an exact quote. However, meantime, we're forced to listen to his Christian prayer at the beginning of every council meeting. And by the way, not everybody in Old Bridge is Christian. Today is the second day of Shavuot. Do you guys know what the Shavuot is? It is the receiving of the Jewish receiving of the Ten Commandments. There have been several attacks on the Jewish community here in this country, and they've been attacks by horrible people who want to use the justification of whatever to attack people. That is not acceptable. By the way, Pride Proud, every one of you guys should be Pride Proud because here in Old Bridge we accept everybody, don't we? By the way, I was expecting a response back from you, Mr. Rizzoli. I was very disappointed. Didn't get the response back. Anyway, thank you again to the officers here in Old Bridge protecting us again for the Pride rally that we had. It was super. I think we had well over 100 people. And next year we expect to do it in 500 or more. Mayor, you're certainly invited. Of course, anybody on the council. It is a public event. And maybe next year you guys will allow the raising of that flag, the Pride flag. Thank you very much and have a beautiful night. Pride Proud.
Sorry, let me just not fly this right now. All right. So, my name is Sheila Powell, and I am a graduate of Old Bridge High School, 1998, proudly. And I also am the proud parent of a child who is a trans boy, they exist, in Old Bridge School District. They're at SAUC. They were the student of the month for May. All right? So last night, I was so honored to meet with former Mayor Henry, who's now a state senator, Republican. And he was talking and he was congratulating my trans boy child, who's in 8th grade at Sauk Middle School and is the most amazing child you will ever meet. And Councilman Peschitti, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, but I'm in Ward 5 and I am the person you represent. You don't represent me. You don't represent me, okay?
So if I could,
because
comments get directed to the council president, right, not individuals.
Okay,
Thank
Council
you.
President, Councilman Peschitti does not represent me or my child, who's a 14-year-old trans boy, okay? Who's also been student of the month numerous times and is the most amazing child you ever meet. And there's so many people like my child in Old Bridge School District who you refuse to fly a flag for. Like, seriously? Like, what is the deal? I see you all like your facial expressions, your responses to these like progressive sort of movements that aren't progressive at all. They're just humanist movements. And it's embarrassing. And I want to tell you that because maybe people don't tell you that, but it's freaking embarrassing. You didn't know how primaries work. I'm sorry, President, Councilman Murphy did not know how primaries work. That's embarrassing, okay? So I will say this, that we're not going anywhere. Trans people aren't going anywhere. LGBTQ people are not going anywhere, okay? And it's time for Old Bridge to like wake up. Seriously, it's an embarrassment. Like it's embarrassing to say I live in Old Bridge, New Jersey, because 2 of my 3 children are LGBTQ. And the fact that the people that represent this town will not raise a flag to identify their identity is disgusting. You know, why? There's amazing like law enforcement
Thank you.
officials here. Why is there?
Thank you.
That's 3 minutes? Okay. Well, thank you, but there's no need for this police presence. But yes, my child's name is Cece Boyle. They're a trans boy, and they're amazing.
Thank you.
There's so many people
your time
like
is
my
done.
child
Thank you.
out there. Represent them better.
Good evening. My name is Diego Alessandro, and I'm going to try to keep this brief. Liberty and justice for all means everybody. And you may be wondering why me, a cisgendered straight man, cares so much. These people are my friends. They're my family. They're my coworkers, my compatriots. So I'm always going to be standing next to them. Both of my grandfathers fought a war against the politics of exclusion in the 1940s, one at D-Day, the other at the Battle of the Bulge, delivering the final decisive battle against the Nazi war machine on the Western Front. They fought for that flag. So the fact you would exclude anyone from their nation, from their government, from their town, from being honored in their home, that offends me. And I'll always be speaking out about that. I'll always be on their side. I will always fight like both of my grandfathers did against the politics of exclusion. Thank you.
Hello, Kyla Janine, Old Bridge. I could talk about the pride flag stuff, but I think other people have, spoken on it. But what I do want to talk about is I came a while ago to the council meeting to talk about Maple Street, and I think there probably needs to be a sidewalk on Maple Street, and I think that even more now with the new development that's going to be on Route 18. So that's by the, but down from Phillips Park, like down on that road there. Yeah, so there's like a sidewalk that connects through the strip mall, and then it ends, and then it's just sort of greenway through there, woodland on the other side. And I think there should probably be a sidewalk where that woodland is, because people walk in from the apartment buildings, and they go to Wawa, they go to the Dunkin' Donuts. And now if there's going to be, more retail space there, I think that, because I had said a while ago, and this happens because I drive past there, but people, it'll be nighttime, they're wearing all black, and one time I almost hit somebody, and then since then it's again, people just walk that way. So I think that should be examined and looked at again now, especially that there's additional development going on there that will mean more foot traffic in that spot. Thank you.
All right, my name's John DeCruz. I'm not going to blindside anybody today. I'm going to see about maybe I can get you guys for 5-10 minutes, even the police captain, for some issues I have with this town. So instead of going crazy, I'd like to explain it to you in front of, just more or less at a private meeting. So I want to see about getting a private meeting with you guys for 5, 10 minutes.
Have to mail and, you know, we'll call and set up an appointment.
All right, I'll come down tomorrow. We'll set it up at room 101.
Yeah, but you have to call first so that they can be prepared. I don't know what entity you want to speak with and
Well,
what your
that's just
topic
it.
is.
It's going to be Board of Ed, see about with the mayor, and then police captain or lieutenant or chief. Because of the stuff that's been going on, shouldn't have gone on. And I'm just looking to get things cleared up so I can go
Maybe
on.
if, Madam President, maybe if you could, you have access to email?
Yeah, I can get it. Right.
Just, again, because, just sort of vague, if you could send an email to the business administrator, and, you know, indicate that you were at the meeting, exactly what it is, the issues that you have, and then, based upon your email, then the business administrator can determine who the appropriate personnel would be in order to have the
no,
discussion.
that's just it. I
Okay.
would like all used to, because, I mean, with one of them, it would be, you know, majority rule.
You're right. Well, council can,
All right, we'll do
council's
that.
not allowed to meet
In a group.
in a group, more than, so there's a quorum, because then there's
Sunshine.
issues deals with that public meeting. But I think just so there's an idea of what the issue is.
All right.
Yeah, this way you could explain to him what your needs are and what your concerns are.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right, thank you.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Good evening.
I don't want to talk about the flags or anything. Everyone has the right to fly whatever flag they want. That's right. And my father fought in the Second World War. He was buried alive in the Battle of the Bulge, got a Purple Heart. He's passed. But I don't think he would ever say that he fought for the politics of exclusion. He fought for the rights and to keep America free. And I think if he was alive, he would tell everybody that. And I think the veterans would say the same thing. That's what they fought for. And I just wanted to say that. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else in the public? Okay, seeing no, oh, I'm sorry, good evening.
Good evening. Can you hear me? Okay. My name is Brooke Richards Patterson. I just wanted to touch on, I know you guys, talked before about the school budget. So it is the state that's putting it off as far as the dates, as everybody knows. And really, I think at this point, they already voted the budget. Yes. So it's just a matter of, I want to say 22 million versus 23 million. And the last interaction was that the answer was going to be after primary election, June 10th. So it went from early May to May 14th to June 10th. So I don't know what the rhyme or reason is, probably because we don't have $300 million to donate to every single school in the state budget, I would imagine. And I'm sure everybody's applying for it. So that's where that goes. And so I just wanted to mention that I'm really interested in chairing some kind of township-wide fundraiser that would help donate to the schools. So if it's possible, I could email. That was it. Thank you.
Very good. All right, thank you. Anyone else in the public wish to be heard? Okay, seeing no hands, I'll ask for a motion to close the public portion.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Asatuli, second by Councilman DePalma. Roll call, Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman DePalma.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquitti.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
And Council President Sohar.
Yes.
8 yeses.
Okay, now we'll go to council comments.
Councilman Asatuli.
Yes, thank you. Good evening. So you go around, you hear a lot of things, and I go around and I usually ask the voters and the residents kind of what's important. So pretty much you go around, you get a census of what the majority of the town is looking for. So pretty much we're here for you, the hardworking families, the small business owners, the neighbors who make this town really special. The agenda is very simple. What's really important to the residents and the voters: a safe community, smart spending, and a government that listens when you reach out. Safety comes first. You want to feel secure walking your kids to school or grabbing a coffee at the deli. I'm all in for supporting our police, our firefighters, and our first responders who keep us safe every day. I'll push for practical steps, better streetlights, safer crosswalks, and programs that keep our neighborhoods strong. Your money matters. As a council member, I know every tax dollar comes from your paycheck. We're committed to a budget that supports fixing our roads and keeps taxes in check. No wasteful projects, no backroom deals, just clear, honest spending without question that you can trust. Transparency means you'll always know what's happening with your money and why. Most importantly, I'm here, and we all are here, when you need us. You call or email about a pothole, a park that needs fixing, or an idea to make Old Bridge better. We're here to listen, and we get to work. Your voice drives this town. Together, we'll make Old Bridge a place where it currently is, where families thrive, businesses grow, and neighbors look out for each other. That's what we do every day, and we appreciate you. Thank you.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Thanks, Kate. In the vein of making Old Bridge better, I came in, I saw you guys today out there. I got my little sticker. I have been, last year I advocated for the flag raising, or just doing something to recognize, especially after so much that's going on, and it's a marginalized group, and the members need to be seen. So I saw a quote. So this is not mine, but I saw it, and I just want to read it. And this is pretty much embodies how I feel. So with June being Pride Month, I wanted to take the occasion to clearly say this. I unhesitatingly and wholeheartedly support my lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer friends, their rights, their marriages, and their pursuits of happiness. This is also true July through May. So definitely support our LGBT community. You guys are worth it. You're worth being seen. Yeah, your child is absolutely worth it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Jill.
Councilman De Palma.
Thank you. I hope everyone had a wonderful Memorial Day. And for those celebrating this week, there's a number of different holidays. So it's Pentecost, Happy Shavuot, as well as Eid al-Fitr. And really, no matter what you are celebrating, please enjoy your friends and family during this time. As for our police department, I would like to congratulate all the officers over the last couple weeks, couple months that have decided to take that big step into retirement. Thank you all for your years of service, decades of service, some of you. And then for our new officers, 3 of them whom were introduced tonight, good luck, and just know that you have the support of not only myself, but everybody up here on the council as well as the town. And you all have very, very big shoes to fill in the folks that just did their final call over the last couple of weeks. And finally, just congratulations to everyone with the proms. We had whether it was the Catholic schools, the junior prom, the senior prom. I went to a few of the pre-prom parties, whether it was my niece for St. John Vianney's senior prom, a couple for Old Bridge. Brought me back in time to my younger years when I didn't have all this gray and snow on my chin. But congratulations. I'm so happy that everyone had a wonderful time. And for all of the graduates, whether it's elementary, middle school, high school, college, congratulations. Enjoy your summers and have a wonderful, wonderful time. Thank you.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes, thank you. I just want to congratulate the officers that are retiring. Welcome to the pension club. It's a great thing, so congratulations to you. And also to the, yep. I know you're getting there, And to the new officers, congratulations as well, and just be safe. That's all I have, so thank you.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes, first of all, I want to congratulate the new officers and the ones that are retired. Now, I said this last time, and I'm hoping they watch it on Google, whatever they watch it on. I have no problem with the LGBT, whatever it is, GIA, but if you look at them, they mean the same thing, most of them. It's queer, lesbian, bisexual, it's, they're close enough. But what about the American Indians? There's nothing in there about Americans and Indians. They were here first. A gay sexual Indian is called a two-spirit. Why don't they bring that up? And I'm sure we have some here. The other thing, by doing that, you're making yourselves different. It's like, you're human beings. I have no problem with any of them, but it's like you're trying to separate from the rest of us. And we had voted on the flags that we fly, I think it was 3, the American flag, the POW in New Jersey. Because if we didn't do that, you would have, one of the councilmen, Karen Desai, he said that he wanted they were having a celebration in India, he wanted to put a flag in the gym. They wouldn't even let him do that. This is public property. If we did let you fly your flag, what about the Italians, the Irish? We'd have flags all over the place. So it's America, and that's the flag that should be flying. I'm sorry.
Councilman Pasquini.
Yes. I'd like to go on the record of saying that I totally 100% support the First Amendment. And people are free to speak in this council chambers during these meetings. You get your 3 minutes, and you can get to say whatever you like within the parameters. Now, I don't know, why they felt the need to attack me, but they did. So I just wanted to make the record clear that even though I may not support their agenda, I will support their right to speak. Thank you.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes, it's a very busy time of year, and I want to say that, once again, the Memorial Day Parade was very nice to see everyone there, see everyone in the parade, people coming to the grandstand, listening as we presented a proclamation to the Grand Marshal, and I think that day is a day truly of reflection, and I hope everyone did that on that day. Also, as we know, in Old Bridge is very busy. There's always things going on, and SEPTA had to raise money for SEPTA at Camp Robin. It was great. They had this year at the Rose Golf Course a miniature golf tournament. That was really nice to go and see and support them very much. And also, as everyone know, this town wouldn't be where it was if we didn't have a strong police force. And that is so critical to make everything work and keep things in control. And the professionalism that I see with every member throughout the town all the time and always stepping up and being available is wonderful. So when we do see people retire, we know they gave a lot of themselves. It's nice to see things change. And I think it's a reminder to us all, we all have our time, we all move on, and you have to make a difference, a positive difference when you're here. And I thank them all for doing that each and every day. Thank you very much. Enjoy all the graduations to the kids as they set out on their new ventures in life. Wishing them all the best, and enjoy your family, and happy Father's Day, because I think we'll have that before we're here again. Thank you.
Council President Sohar.
Yeah, just congratulations naturally to the new officers and to those who have earned that right to relax a little bit. I think it's great. And again, congratulations to all the dads and all the grads, and hopefully with start of a very, very nice summer for everyone. Have a great evening. Motion to go into session?
Yes, motion to go into executive session, please. Motion by Councilman Asatuli, second by Councilman Pasquitti. Roll call, Councilman
Are
Asatuli.
we
Yes.
returning?
Yes. Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman De Palma.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquitti.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli. Yes. Council President Sohar.
Yes.
We'll be entering into executive session to discuss matters regarding collective bargaining agreements. We will be reconvening in open session when our discussion is finished.
Second.
Motion to reconvene. Motion was by Councilman DePalma. Can I have a second, please? Second by Councilman Asatuli. Roll call. Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquitti?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli? Council President Sohar? Reconvene at 9:08 PM. Okay, so the first
Can we do
resolution.
that if we told the public we're not coming back?
We told them we were coming back. Yes.
Oh, you want to run out there and get them?
Resolution approving and ratifying memorandum of agreement by and between the Township of Old Bridge and Teamsters Local Union 469 non-professionals for years 2025 through 2028. May we have a motion, please?
Second.
Moved by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilman DePalma. Roll call, Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman DePalma.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquitti.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli. Council President Sohar.
Yes.
8 yeses. Resolution approving and ratifying memorandum of agreement by and between the Township of Old Bridge and Teamsters Local Union 469 professionals for years 2025 through 2028. Can we have a motion?
Second.
Moved by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilman DePalma. Roll call, Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman DePalma.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquitti.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
Council President Sohar.
Yes.
8 yeses. Now we need a motion to adjourn.
I make it. Motion.
Everybody wants to adjourn. Okay, so Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilman Murphy. Roll call, Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro. Councilman DePalma.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquitti.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli. And Council President Sohar.
Yes.
Meeting adjourned at 9:10 PM.